welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Felicia. Welcome if you are new. Thank you for returning if you are sustaining. Let's get into today's pick a card. Today we're getting into a new topic on the channel. What is their hidden motivation? And this one is an interesting topic. This is something that is unexpressed. It could be subconscious, but these are the underlying drives of this human person's behavior, ranging from your social signaling to self-preservation. So where do these people lie in the spectrum of motivating their behavior towards you? These people could be offering you loyalty and status, but some of these people could be motivated by fear and ego. Okay, these people could be having behavioral inconsistencies. You could be noticing things. This could draw on their body language or their patterns of behavior in high pressure situations. Okay, hidden motivations could be deep-seated drivers, like a need for security or recognition. It could represent virtues, good things, status, seeking loyalty. It could be selfish or unselfish motivations. These things are, you just pay attention to these people's, we will be paying attention to these people's patterns and how they behave, what they could possibly gain in the situation, how they are reacting under pressure, what could be secretive, political, or manipulative, what could feel like a hidden agenda, something where you might tap into their subconscious energies. We'll try to get some context around it as well, like social, professional, or personal relationships, and how these contexts play a role and how an individual might act, displaying fear, pride, or personal gain. Some of these things are unstated reasons, unstated motivations, okay, to allow for a deeper understanding and better communication. Okay, so let's get into it, guys. Check the description box down below for all the information about me. If you do not know me, my name is Felicia. I am a human and civil rights advocate, and you can find more about this channel and more about what our mission is in the description box. Thank you for being here, but let's get into the overhead selection. Group 1, you are the letter A. Group 2, you are this perfume, citrine. This is actually available in Cosmic Intelligence, and all of the proceeds to the sales at Cosmic Intelligence, as well as donations, tips, pledges to our nonprofit, all go back to keeping our lights on so that we can keep making this information accessible to all. And then group 3, you can find the link to citrine down below. And then group 3, you are the giraffe energy. And let's get into it. Pick your pile, choose from the timestamps, and I'll see you in your selection. Bye. Hi group 1, welcome to your selection. So you chose the letter A. Okay, so I'm being guided to pull from, I want to pull from the Peaceful Relations deck for sure, and also want to pull from the Unseen Realm. Okay, let's also pull from the Unseen Realm. These are my handmade decks. They're not perfect. They're just a part of our research studies here at Felicia Tarot and DIVAS Can Manifest org. But let's get into it. I kind of want to start with who, like, kind of identifying who this person is. I won't try to go too long. But we'll try to get a little bit of context about who this person could be, what their zodiac might be, any information about their personality or something like that. Okay, so group 1, you know, what is this person's hidden motivation? Okay, what is this person's hidden motivation? I'm getting that this person, I heard Ram. So this person is definitely they feel like a negative force. This person could be an earth sign, but this person, they have you've been enduring something with this person. I think that this person has been they're in a competition for your lover. They could be in a competition for your lover. This person could be a Taurus. This feels like an air sign or an earth sign. So Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, your approach in this situation is very grounded, or they could be mirroring this. They could feel very grounded in their approach towards you, but this person definitely reflects an opposition. And I think that what happens is that, like, their motivation towards you is that I don't know, you're very grounding energy towards this person, and you offer this person a lot of functional results, is what I'm hearing. You are a stabilizing presence, and you might not know this about yourself, but people are very drawn to you. You're very magnetic because you have a stabilizing presence, a grounding energy. Maybe you guys may even be fitness trainers, personal trainers, meditation coaches, yoga teachers. Maybe you guys are teachers or public speakers in a way, but your energy is very grounded, and people feel very safe when they come towards you, because they feel like they're very codependent on you and they need you for something. Okay, so these people definitely need you because they don't know how to function otherwise. Like, that sounds like a lot of responsibility. Some of you guys, you might be mothers, okay, or you can have children or be responsible for children in some type of way. Let's get one for the peaceful relations. Okay, group 1, what is this person's hidden motivation towards you? Okay, what is this person's hidden motivation towards you? Some of you guys, you ground this person, okay? Some of them, they like to come around you. If this is at work, they like to come around you for coffee. I don't know, some of them like to come around to get coffee with you. Some of them, they like to get coffee or to start their to-do list. It's like you help them, but they're a competition is what I'm hearing. Okay, it's like they don't know what to post or what to record their videos about. They don't know what to talk about. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to act. And so you are people, you seem like you are people that get up and you have a schedule. Maybe you know how to stick to a routine. You get things accomplished on your to-do list. So a lot of these people, they come around you and you're getting yourself started for the day and you know exactly what to do. And they're coming around you, but they're a competition towards you, but they don't know how to function as good as you, is what I'm hearing. Okay, they don't know how to function as good as you. I'm also getting that you guys tend to be people pleasers. So you might offer them, okay, I'm just going to take both of them since that came out so bad. Okay. We have poor judgment. Okay. So this person is needy. Yes. What did I say? Like, this person is, I'm like, it feels like this person has a lot of, like, you are responsible for this person. Like, there is passionate intimacy in this relationship, but this person is really, they really need your support. Okay, and I think that your attention reassures them a lot. And I don't know if this person, some of you guys, okay, if this isn't a competitor, but this could be somebody who is competing for your romantic partner as well. Okay, but I just got a little bit more clarity, so I don't want you guys to get alarmed about this person's hidden motivations towards you. This person, you are their divine feminine, or you are a reflection of a conscious lover for them. And you see how I don't know how to act when I got my nails done? But Anyways, I think that like you are a conscious reflection of this person. So they come around you and they're very grounded. You are very grounding to them. Okay. Some of you, this is your lover where you guys may start a day together. There is a lot of you guys greeting each other in the mornings, or there's this person, you and this person do everything together. And so a lot of them need you to be around or giving them attention all the time, so that they don't feel like, so that they don't mistrust you when you are away. Some of them, they are afraid that you're cheating on them when you leave home, or when you're away from your desk, or when you're away from when you're not giving them attention. They think that you're giving someone else attention. This person has really poor judgment. They should not be thinking that. Okay. Something where this person should not be thinking that. But I think that like I think that they're very needy, but you are very passionate and intimate with them. So it's not, I don't think that you mind, but this is a large responsibility, because there may be hardship or feelings of like hardship or separation even, or periods of emotional withdrawal where they need so much of you, and then sometimes you might just want like time to yourself, or you just want to go they throw a tantrum when you're away, is what I'm hearing. They throw a big tantrum when you're away, or they start exploring options when you're away, and it's because they think that you're out exploring options, or they feel inferior in a way, and so they always need you to come around and like validate their ego. So I think that on the spectrum of hidden motivation, these people are definitely a little bit closer to the fear and the egoic hidden motivations than they are to status and loyalty. I don't know if this person, because they feel inferior, they may come around you and need your grounding energy a lot, and to help them function in a way by reassuring them that they're good enough, by reassuring them, or setting their to-do list for them, setting tasks for them, giving them important information, sparking their creativity. They're very needy and codependent on you, and this is the intimacy, really, because you guys do so much. You're catering a lot, and you're involved. This person is so, I don't know what this is, but I think that you reassure them, and you give them a lot of affection, and you like it too. That's a reflection. But I think that this person has been needing you to help them with their poor judgment. This person has had poor judgment, and this is how they haven't been functioning well. And this person, they could be, they could look very successful. They could, they can be very charismatic and charming even, but some of them have had like a monkey mind a little bit. Some of them have they're not as grounded as you. Some of them, they could be water signs. They're not as grounded as you, and you make this person feel safe, and you help them understand what they need to prioritize. You help them you bring light to where they have had poor judgment. Let's get more though from the unseen realm. Let's just give a few. Okay. Here. Okay. So I think that they really need your support, but some of them feel so inferior. Dynamic. Okay, yeah. They could feel so inferior that this relationship may not have the status and loyalty that you're looking for. It might just be a relationship where you're investing poorly, because that you're investing poorly in, because their underlying and unconscious drives are driven by a shadow attachment of pain and shame, and that could be imbalanced and manifesting whatever desired reality you want in this relationship. Some of them, they could have ulterior motive. I don't think that they are negative. Some of them, it doesn't feel so negative, but it could feel that some of them are, if they aren't really negative, they are using this. They could be trying to replace you with a competitor, or trying to do something out of spite. Because ultimately, they need you to function, but they're spiteful towards you for being able to do that. Okay, for being able to explain themselves to like as a conscious reflection. Your conscious reflection explains themselves to themselves and showed themselves where they have had a poor judgment. With this dynamic mechanism, this person has had a disturbed psyche. This person, this romantic partner that you're dealing with, they have had a disturbed psyche. This could be a neurotic psyche, or this could be a psychotic psyche. But this person, it has been truly struggling with energetic disturbances and haven't had a way to release these energetic disturbances, especially because when it could be something harmful or negative that happened to them as to why they have where they couldn't function truly, or they were not truly capable of handling a grief or a traumatizing experience, and so they formed this codependency on you to function so that they can work and function. I think that this person, you motivate this person a lot, okay? Especially because they had that shadow attachment to you that may be driven by an inferiority complex. This person, your reassurance and attention shows them that you are a conscious lover, and that whatever inferiorities that they have has been a poor self-image, and that has truly distorted their judgment and where they have previously invested in their lives, where they have lost functioning, where they come from family violence, some of them, and having a, you could represent a new aspect of their family, or you have become family with this person. And so some of you guys are preparing to share a home with this person, and they cannot come into this relationship projecting their past baggages, where they've had poor judgment and have had negative disturbances or negative energetic disturbances formed in creating a negative energetic disturbance from that dynamic. Okay, this person their motivation towards you is because you help them release energetic disturbances by reflecting something conscious to them, showing them to themselves, and helps them explain how their psyche has been disturbed, how they haven't been doing well. Some of them have gained weight, or they've been having poor health or something like that. Okay. Yeah, I knew this was about to come out. This person has been struggling to get closure in certain relationships. These could even be other past romantic relationships where, they felt like the relationships were intimate and passionate, but the relationships did not work out, or there was something negative that happened in the relationship, and this person, something where you just help this person understand why those relationships have been a poor judgment. Okay. And this person hasn't, that's what I was getting, grief, right? This person has had grief and loss, and have not been able to reach acceptance because there has been a blocked third eye chakra, and you are helping this person resolve a third eye chakra imbalance, blockage, where they've been not clear. Okay, they haven't been connected to divine intelligence. They haven't been connected to the greater fundamental reality that lies beyond. And I definitely think that they have been struggling with a poor self-esteem, which also distorts their perception as well. These people have been having, their psyche has been disturbed because they have literally just been, not having a clear, firm, or peaceful resolutions around in other dynamics where they have experienced grief and loss. And this person, I think that some of these people, if these are exes, their motivation towards you is to come around to resolve a situation peacefully. Some of them, their motivation is to get closure with you, because some of them, they know that since you grounded recently or something happened, that you will be moving on. Some of them, they know that they're getting left behind. Okay. But I think that you just provide this person tons of information, and that also it just helps this person get grounded. It helps them understand, what's right for them and stuff like that. Okay, does that make sense? So, what is this person's hidden motivations? This person, your reflection has helped them become whole, is what I'm hearing. Okay, yeah, I was seeing that too. This person, they could be struggling with sleep issues, and so a lot of them, they might stalk your social media account in the middle of the night. Some of them, these could be romantic partners that were a poor judgment. They definitely gave you flowers, but I don't think that they were actually relationships that worked out because they felt too inferior. Okay, so I think that a lot of these partners are, these romantic partners have been motivated by, trying to get a psychological closure as to why your relationship didn't work out. Okay, and they see that you have just been enduring. Okay, you've been enduring, to also understand more of what has been motivating this person's behavior and why they have been under emotional disorder. Some of them, they literally, this is someone that you are about to share a home with, or you are getting prepared for a long-term commitment. But for others, this relationship has ended. And either way, though, I think that there is there's a closure from a previous cycle, where there was a lot of emotional distress, or this person really hasn't resolved an emotional disorder that they have, and this is a big part of their life and personality that existed beyond you or before you even. Some of these people have had these behavioral health issues, mental health issues, disabilities, since they were from a child. Maybe things happened to them, traumatizing experiences could have happened to them when they were children, and they were just, those grief-stricken experiences, they were not equipped with the right amount of information to reach a closure and mature. So these people who come around you are extremely emotionally immature. They have feelings of abandonment that have stifled their maturation. These people are extremely immature, and it's because they have not got enough information to resolve and to come into acceptance around grief and loss from their past, even from when they possibly were a child, or some kind of family violence as well. Okay, these people they may be struggling with their sleep, or they may be having safety issues, and so these people are really struggling, and in the middle of the night, to see what you're up to, because you soothe them enough to go to sleep or something like that. You soothe them such that they can go to sleep. Okay, this person feels like they need to endure something, because they have still not gotten closure from something traumatizing or negative that was like a grief or a loss. And it's not that the fact that they don't have this passionate intimacy with you. This is very well why they have a passionate intimacy for you. But for others, these are lovers that, were too inferior, and they just come around looking for closure to get more clarity and understanding as to why the relationships didn't work out. These could even be friends or women that you passed on their relationship, or you didn't want to, you might have given them flowers or given them a compliment, but you didn't want to have a relationship with them, and it was because they felt too inferior, or it was because they couldn't evolve a conflict or something like that. These people, other women as well, I'm hearing women that feel very inferior because of their body type, or the fact that you get a lot of men and stuff like that. A lot of these women have a lot of codependencies on you also, for clarity and understanding, and to see how they can feel more self-assured, from their truly deep internal struggle that they have with you about their physical appearance, or some other complex that they have that makes them feel inferior. A lot of women. And so some of you, you're just like, I don't want to be friends with somebody who just feels so inferior. It's like, you might have given these people a compliment, or you might have these could even be same gender relationships where there was a lot of gifts exchange or flowers exchange, and they still felt so inferior even in a same gender relationship or something like that. But I think that ultimately, though, I think that in this pile, these people have had, they felt so rejected and abandoned in their life, and they've really had this unique or eccentric personality, and maybe even emotional disorders, behavioral health issues, or other kinds of addictions that they formed out of a poor self-image, where they truly could not accept themselves. Maybe, like I said, something traumatizing happened to them and they just couldn't explain why it happened to them, and they internalized a lot of pain and shame and had a lot of sorrow around something negative that happened to them that was internalized, maybe even around their self-image or some other inferiority complex that they may have. But this person needs to, I think that you help them function and help them resolve this energetic disturbance by helping them understand that it was your poor judgment and your lacking of information that led to this traumatizing experiences, or that led to your inability to mature beyond the traumatizing experiences. Get closure, reach acceptance around a grief. Grief has 5 stages, and this person keeps going around. They're just chronically angry, chronically complaining, chronically disturbed because they don't have a psychological closure or enough information to come into acceptance around a grief or a loss that may not even have anything to do with you. It's just that this person could be hangry, they could be hungry, they could be they might need to work a lot or have a lot of coffee because they're up at night, they can't sleep, and it's really because they're in sorrows, or they feel unsafe, or there's a lot of ego and fear with this person's psyche, and they come around you and they need you to function, to get their reassurance, to help them understand that, to help them clear their judgment truly. Okay, so what is this person's hidden motivation towards you, group 1? Father, LOL. Okay, we have happiness. LOL. So this person, I think that some of you guys, this could be a romantic love, but this person is also, this is like a father-child dynamic, and could be an interesting relationship that you have with a romantic partner where you're very happy together. I think, like I said, this is a passionate and intimate relationship, but I think that maybe the lack of a father figure could also be a motivation as well. Okay, a lack of a father figure, okay, for you or them. Or you could be reflecting this person's relationship that they have with their father. Some of you, this person was like a father, and even some of you, this could be your father, and you could be having this intimate relationship with your father where you get a lot of affection and attention from them, and they too. Okay, some of you guys, if this is a romantic partner that you have children with, this person's, and if the relationship, I'm hearing that this could have been a romantic relationship where there was once passionate intimacy, but this person, the relationships broke down even if there was procreation. Okay, and this brought a lot of sorrow. Okay, so these children that this person has, this is also used to motivate this person for a romantic relationship, is what I'm hearing. Someone's baby mother, or someone's a parent of children. This person, their motivation in talking about the children or something like that. I'm hearing something where they're talking about children, or they're in their motivation. I don't know who this is. Like, I don't know how to say this, but it's like someone is trying to use children as a way to continuously get reassured and get attention if a romantic relationship broke down. Okay, some of you guys, this ex-partner has offered to get back together. This is someone that you could have married in the past, or someone that could have your children, but this person is because some of them, they try to use, when they see that you're about to get closure about something, they'll try to send you a letter or a note about the children, and to build intimacy based on the children, but that's really a codependency that they have for attention and affection, because otherwise this mother of the children would not get intimacy or passion, okay? But this person, I'm also getting that this could be, like I said, the parent of a child, and they use the children as a disguise. Something where this person is actually a betrayal or a reason for, or the relationship broke down. The relationship was poor judgment. You shouldn't have had those children with that person. Yikes. Their motivation for coming around you or doing this is because if they see you getting, having desire for somebody else, they'll try to incite passion or intimacy about the children, okay? So let's wrap, friends. Let's get a little tarot, okay? I think you got enough there. I hope that gave some kind of clarity. That was a lot, okay? This could be the third party's hidden motivation, especially if they are the father of their children, okay? So and this is this person's, if they're a father, they have this unconscious drive with this paternal attachment that they have with this person that they have children with, okay? But that person was really a poor judgment because they really just got trapped. I don't want to say that, that sounds so bad, but I think that this person this was really a family violence with this person they have children with, okay? So tell me about what this person's hidden motivations are towards you, Pile 1, okay? We have the Page of Cups. We have the Ten of Swords, okay? And then we have the World, okay? I think that this relationship is, you have, this was a romantic love, but I think that this could be the ending of the relationship. Because you just realize, especially if this person has children or something like that, they will always have a motivation to go see about children or something like that, okay? And I don't know if that's something that you are open to or that you have space for, okay? So I'm hearing this is a sign to move on. If this person has children or something like that, this may be a sign to move on. And I think that it's because, like, I don't think that this is something that you, like, this person is really in a painful situation. And I think that you are happy with them, but this person, their children are going to be a big competition is what I'm hearing, okay? So I think that you're okay with this person, the affection and reassurance that this person offers you, but I think that you are clear that this person will have these unconscious drives to their children or something like that, okay? That's not something that you can compete with, and I think that that's a new emotional experience for you. For some of you guys, this is not the end of the relationship. It's just that this person will, sometimes you won't feel that they're truly invested because they have to go see about some type of children or something like that, okay? So that's what I'm saying about this person, this hidden motivation of within this person. I think that, this person is definitely happiness, and I think that you guys definitely are passionate and intimate, and the way that you guys think together is very intimate and steamy, but I think that some of you guys will choose to endure with this person because there may be periods where this person doesn't invest in a relationship because they are with their children or something like that, okay? Or there's something about, something where they don't even understand, there's an energetic disturbance where this person still feels tethered to some happiness elsewhere, okay? And I think that means that, like, on this spectrum of hidden motivations, they're more in the fear and egoic state, especially them, having this attachment, father role, and this other responsibility that will drive their psyche like an addiction, okay? And that's not something that you can compete with. And I'm also getting, because they are a father, they are also not getting and working so much, they're not getting, you know, enough sleep, and they're very needy on you to help them function. And so you really have a big role in supporting this person as a father, is what I'm hearing, okay? And I think that this is a big responsibility for you, but it's also painful for you, because you know that they need you, but they also can't show up for you, you know, because they have this addiction to this father role, okay, or something like that. So, and you know, that's their father forever. That's their page, friend. That's what I'm hearing. That's their page in your book. Okay, we have mountain, we have tree, and we have ending. Okay, so, and it's also one to come out for some of you guys. Well, we have prison on the bottom of the deck, but that sounds like another pile. Okay, so I think that something is about to happen with this person, where they're about to find out that someone in their family, you know, on their family tree, is going to prison. Okay, and this person, they could be, you know, the garden symbolism and Felicia the Trees Tarot, LOL. The garden is this person's family, or this environment that's supposed to be safe, that's supposed to be where procreation happens, where there's supposed to be happiness. The garden is happiness, okay, ultimately, friend. But I think that someone on this family tree, something where you've helped this person actually discern, where they've had a member of their family that has been a false person, and they actually may be going to prison. Okay, and this is a painful ending. This is a new emotional experience for them, but I think that they literally have not been able to sleep, because this false person has done something so violating. Okay, this is over. Okay, and I think that this person comes around you. This could be the person that's going to prison. This person that's going to prison, you know, they are really, you know, you are going to be moving on and staying in the Garden of Eden, and they're about to go to prison forever. Okay, and I think that this is really painful for everybody, because they are a part of the family tree, and this is a big part of the community. You know, this is a big part. This person, whoever this person is, where you're helping them get closure around this person who's going to prison or something like that as well. I hope this makes sense, friends. Like, you're helping them, but this person has had a paternal attachment issue, because they wanted this person to stay in the garden, or wanted this person to be able to partake in the happiness. But this violation, you know, there was no one that was receptive to this violation that this person made. They're going to prison. And I also feel like this person has had an unconscious drive towards this person who's gone to prison, and this was a paternal attachment issue that you've helped this person, where they haven't been able to function because of this addiction to a paternal attachment. This could be their children, or someone that feels like children, feels like they have a responsibility, and they feel very burdened by the instability of this violation that's getting them imprisoned. But there is literally, you are anchoring this person to a belief that this is all false, that they were actually not happiness, and this is, you know, you're helping them function and get closure around this. And as this is a new emotional experience for everyone, I think, okay, it's hard dealing with this loss, and to see this person, you know, not be able to be a part of the happiness, okay, or something like that. That's how I feel, Pal One. Let me know how this resonates, about what are their hidden motivations, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Hi, group 2. Welcome to your selection. So you chose Citrine, and Citrine is available in Cosmic Intelligence. So go ahead and shop Citrine. Take her off my hands. Keep our lights on, friend. Okay. So let's get into this pick a card. Today we're going to definitely pull from the Peaceful Relations, and we're also going to pull from the Unseen Realm. Let's get some context around this person. This could be their zodiac sign, but like, who is this person? So what is their hidden motivation. Okay, where's their hidden motivation? LOL, Uranus energy. So for one, you stood out. Okay, so whatever you did made you stand out. You did something, maybe you did something rebellious, or you did something brave, or something, you know, something took a lot of courage. I think that, like, this person, they're coming around to see how your invention is going. Okay. well, they're coming around to see how your invention is going. They're motivated by, you know, they love to see someone with a big vision. Everyone wants to be around somebody who has a big vision. And so they see that these people are also motivated by your revolution. You guys are literally, there's a rebellion against something. I keep feeling like there's a rebellion against something, and you're doing it in an innovative or eccentric way. And I think that, like, something where this is a violent transformation that is happening. Your invention has led to a violent transformation. Maybe you did something where you used violence in the name of your cause, and this got you standing out, is what I'm hearing. Your violence got you standing out. This is like something that you're doing is rapid and fundamental. This is profound changes that you're having, and you don't even know that some of you guys are literally establishing as a new political institution, or you are completely altering economic relationships. So this situation involves a lot of social and economic change, and this is a reshaping of classism, is what I'm hearing. You're reshaping people's ideology with your invention. Something about you may be addressing technological considerations, or like, I don't know, you're addressing a technological condition. But I think that I don't know what you're doing. It's something eccentric that you're doing that got you standing out, has led to a radical shift within the government and in the economy. You are a major industrial revolution, and you might be doing this with very low cost, like with a very low cost to society, to where you might even be doing something where it's nonprofit. And so a lot of what you've done I'm hearing you've really overturned an established order by altering economic relationships. Some people's economic relationships are breaking down, especially like some of these people who were existing in the market before you. You have come in with possibly a value added proposition or an invention that is that has radically and fundamentally changed structures or society state. You ate. Period. You are that bitch. Period. You have actually led to rapid and profound change, and people see you as a new order. You are reigning and getting crowned and gloried. What are you doing, group 2? Because your invention got people radically and fundamentally shifting their belief systems. You are making people believers, okay? From the peaceful relationships, what are you doing? LOL. What are you doing, friend? That's radical as fuck. I'm hearing something that you did, it was like something that you did violently even, okay? You have broken down people's economic relationships. You've broken down business relationships. I'm hearing castles have crumbled. There has been people who have been losing full security as well, okay? From the peaceful relations deck, okay? We have infidelity. We have reconciliation. If you are in a romantic relationship with this person, I think that some of you guys, you may have been, this person who is coming around you may, this person have been cheating, okay? They were cheating when they were with you, is what I'm hearing, okay? And this created a big conflict. Some of you, this person, if they may have ghosted you suddenly, or they, maybe they cut communication, maybe they, you guys took a break. In this period, I'm hearing that whoever they were cheating on found out about you, okay? I'm also getting that some of you guys, if you are this person's, their ex-wife or something like that, or their ex-girlfriend, there's a get-together here or something like that. There's a get-together or a party or a socializing event, and this person has found out about you, okay? Someone who has found out about you. And I think that this has led to a major conflict, but I also think that it broke down this person that needed to leave, is what I'm hearing. Something that needed to happen, where something else broke down, but it led to an open communication that was definitely needed, okay? This was definitely a situation where there was a hurt, okay? There was a hurt that happened here. And I think that this person, they're trying to come around for reconciliation. But I think that some of you guys, if you were in a relationship with this person and they were the ones cheating on you, and they're asking for a reconciliation, I think that you should go ahead and pass, friend, because I think that at this point, it could be, their hidden motivation to you like, they want you to people please them, okay? It's like something where after you invented something, you might feel like, even if they were, I don't know, something where you might feel guilty, even if you were the one that was getting cheated on. I think that you kind of, know why they may have been cheating, or you may have been working, or you may have been doing something else. You guys may have been having a conflict, and they, a lot of partners cheat when they have a conflict, just to be mean, or to cause spite, or out of spite. But I think that this relationship truly had a rift, and that led to the infidelity. It wasn't because I think that it could also have been where this person started cheating on you because they were people pleasing. It was like so many people came around and started begging for them when they found out that they were with you, okay? So this was an infidelity, and I think that it really hurt, that this person started people pleasing people, and this could have, some of them, they never move forward with these people. They never, you might have a fear of, infidelity. Some of them never move forward with these people, but you can feel that the people pleasing is betrayal also, okay? So let's get from the unseen realm, see what else is going on here. Okay, what are their hidden motivations towards you? Some of them, you would, I don't think that you want them after all of this people pleasing that they did. It just showed you that they were, some of them, it's because, they'll think that it's because they're bi, or they'll think that it's because, you're not attracted to them or something like that. And I think that I don't know, I think that them coming around you asking for reconciliation it would be you people pleasing. I don't think that it would be you actually interested in them after infidelity, okay? So let's see here, okay? Even in a conflict, if they do something like that, I think that it shows you that they're not really, like, that they weren't solid. So I think that after seeing something, their motivation is after seeing you do something inventive, or after you, like, it's like something where they were people pleasing, and like this was an economic inequality. This person has really been oppressing you with some type of like, there has been a systemic oppression here, where this person has been people pleasing people, okay, and maybe even cheating. But this has really been really oppressive to you, or an economic inequality to you, where they haven't been fair towards you, or there has been a big conflict or breakdown in this relationship when you found them overly considerate of other people, in this like, I don't know what this could be, but like, in this, it was like something where this person may have had other relationships that they felt were meaningful to them, but something that you did eccentrically was a violent transformation that, and I think that after you did something, like after you made this, like you did something that it would happen very rapidly, because they betrayed you through people pleasing, and this was oppression to you, or this was oppressive to you. This was it also could have just stemmed from this person feeling hurt about something personal with you as well. But this person also could have had existing government or existing economic relationships or existing, other participations, and you did something rapid and caused a big transformation where those people that they were people pleasing, you totally broke down those relationships and they lost their value. Something happened that you did in an eccentric way, and you revolted against this person who was people pleasing but were leaving you oppressed and with an inequality is what I'm hearing, leaving you marginalized in a way. And you established a new political institution, or you did something that got a large scale participation, and it was actually a boycott, a protest, a strike, or you were armed within your conflict. Okay. I'm also getting that this transformation is actually, is where you're reshaping people, and you're aligning people with something, with a spiritual system that serves them, with your protest, strike, or armed conflict. Something that you're doing is fundamentally shifting people's understanding of an existing government, an existing institution of power, an existing person of power, and you are establishing as the new political institution that's the authority. And this is altering their economic relationship with this existing government or this existing power structure. Okay, I think that their motivation is to try to reconcile with you after seeing you have this big political transformation, this mass mobilization, this social and economic change, you having an industrial, social, or technological revolution. They want to come back around and rally all up and try to be in a winner circle, when they were really not believing in you and trying to empower trying to empower an existing government. But something that you've done, you've overthrown an existing government, or you've overthrown a previous or existing power structure, and you were a radical shift where you're actually making people believers of a new political institution, or reshaping their ideology in a big way. And after seeing you do all this eccentric revolutionizing and invention, they want to come back and rally all up, when they were truly not supporting you, because they were buying into an existing power structure. And whatever you did to fundamentally change that and shift it radically within your favor, you could just see that as infidelity. Or you could just, this person was, they want to try to rebuild the relationship, and that's their motivation. But it's like, I don't know how you feel about that, friend. Let's get into it. From the unseen realm, that want to show itself to me. Lucid dreaming. Yeah, this person is a big fucking failure. I'm hearing that this person, they had the intention of being a success with you, okay? And I think that they failed, and you considered them to be betrayal. You considered them to be infidelity. You consider them to be people-pleasing people, and not, I think that their intended objective was for you to be, and we have signal dreams, their intended objective was was to make you happy, I think. But I think that they ended up just being a failure. They ended up just folding on a standard of promise. And then you had to, something that you did radically and fundamentally. And I think that, this person's infidelity really was, them people pleasing, and, they were met with so much power struggle about your power, in their lives. Okay, this could be romantic or this could be at work, but whatever happened, you know, where they failed, I think that it truly, you ended up truly having to like treat this person. You have to treat this person for a mental condition. Some of you guys may have went to therapy, you know, with this person for people pleasing or for breaking down the trust so bad in the relationship. It's like something where they literally did the opposite of what they should have done. Okay, and so you may have revolted against them, or you may have experienced a big conflict with them, and you may have had a lot of dreams about this person too. Like you may have, you know, started feeling unsafe around them, and if you guys share a bed together or something like that. But there was so much where this person may have, like, communication started breaking down. There was a lot of silence. There was a lot of this person, you know, affecting your dreams or affecting your sleep. And they, after you invented something, or eccentrically, you did something eccentric to stand out and change this economic inequality that you were experiencing. Okay, you know, you invented something that brought economic equality. Okay, it was a revolution, and it brought a lot of mass, I'm hearing it brought a mass mobilization. Okay, something where you got a lot of traction, or there was a very large scale participation in this revolution. And so they couldn't, you know, before you, you know, you became this big political institution or power structure. Before you became this big power structure, they were around people pleasing with people who were in a competition with you for power or something like that. And you protested or fought back or got your own army to protect you. Like, it's like something where you had to, you became a big revolution friend. I don't know what happened, but this happened in an industrial way. You are literally, I'm hearing trickle down economics in this bitch. So a lot of you guys, these people who came around, they're motivated by this revolution that that you have started, and that is getting a lot of participation, where people are like, you're right, let me reshape my classist belief system, let me reshape my ideology, let me assess the technological conditions, let me, a lot of these people who are motivated to come to, that's motivated by your power structure or your political institution, they are participating, they're motivated to participate with you. And that's really good, because a lot of them have failures in their life as well, that they, you know, that you help them reshape their ideas about, help them reshape their belief system around, help them remove an energetic disturbance, okay, or hurt, okay, that they've been experiencing by this you as this new power. You're a spiritual system that is so benevolent that people can't help but to participate, because you really help them release the energetic disturbance. Some of you guys, these people come around you because you guys are helping them reconcile their marriage or their relationship that had infidelity. And that's also beautiful. And some of you guys are putting families, I'm hearing family reconciliation. That's definitely one of our big values at DIVAS Can Manifest, is that there's a lot of family reconciliation in the collective, and, you know, addressing the rifts and what caused the rifts and the relationships where there were infidelity. And you guys are, infidelity is a huge common problem, and this is opening this open communication that you're having, especially when there's so many different security breakdowns that can occur with infidelity. People get divorced for that. Okay, what did Kanye say? People get divorced for that. So some of you guys are putting families back together, rebuilding relationships or your own relationship. And this is a big power structure in people's lives. You are an authority in fostering healthy relationships, non-toxic relationships, promoting a sustainable abundance, expanding your consciousness beyond this infidelity, where this security breach could have felt so devastating or irreparable. For a lot of you guys, you really do. Some of you guys are relationship coaches, and that's their motivation. They're participating in your relationship coaching. Okay, you're very eccentric. Okay, we have night. Yeah, go to sleep, friend. These people who come around you, they're motivated because They are your family, friend. They tell you, go to sleep, friend. Every time you get triggered by this failure, you know, go to sleep. I know you dreaming about how to remove the energetic disturbance. They're saying that we know that you're the power structure that can perform the analysis. Something like that, friend. I don't have enough time to go through all of it. Y'all know. Shit. If y'all have been here, I don't want to keep repeating myself. Well, I gotta spend 45 minutes saying this and that. But I really think that ultimately you help these people sleep at night, friend. You're like, look, I may have experienced these betrayals. I may be struggling with people-pleasing behaviors. I may have a lot of relationships that break down. But some people, after participating in your political institution, or letting you be a power structure within their life, you have put their families and relationships back together. Some of you guys, you are B2B, business to business. You are having an impact in a large industrial way, in a trickle down kind of way. And these people really, you and these people that are participating in your political institution, or you are a structure where they have restructured their lives to have an economic relationship with you and to bring you economic equality as well. This is powerful and electric. Okay, these people have such an empathy for you, and it's because both this open communication that you're having engenders a social awareness where you don't have to people please. You can be yourself. You can talk your shit. You can make mistakes. You can, like, you know, these people will come back and participate again the next day, friend. They're not leaving, friend. It's like these people are not leaving, okay? That's their motivation. It's because your invention has really helped them reshape their lives in a much more positive way, okay? Especially the ones who have coped with failures due to people pleasing or infidelity, okay? People who've had struggles sleeping at night. You are people's peace. That's their motivation, friend, okay? You're their peace. Okay, they need something where you address the issues and you're like, yes, I've been waiting for somebody to have an open communication about my personal issues like that. Okay, some people never talk about infidelity because there's so much pain and shame in relationships that have infidelity. Some of you guys, you're putting relationships back together where people were so ashamed and such a huge rift. You're putting people's relationships back together, like even public relationships, public marriages or something like that. You're putting them back together. Some of you guys are known as famous relationship coaches or something like that. It's like the way you experience conflict and then you return to center, engender this social awareness. I'm hearing that you may have conflict with these people, but you always have fostered open communication and experience empathy and continue to sleep peacefully. Continue to be one is what I'm hearing. This is like these participants are beautiful, okay? Because it is really like, I don't know, addressing infidelity is like addressing so many insecurities is what I feel like as well, okay? I hope that makes sense. I'm just rushing, friends. Sorry. Let's get some clarity. And then let's wrap, friend. What are their hidden motivations towards you, okay? What are their hidden motivations towards you? How to, okay? Yeah, it's like you broke down someone else's relationship. I'm hearing you broke down economic relationships other places. I'm hearing people you've taken brand deals or something like that. You've taken people's brand deals. People are choosing not to work with other existing people because of you or something like that. And they might have tantrums about this because you've ultimately reshaped them for the better, but they will have a tantrum about the existing stuff is what I'm hearing, or something like that. We have the Empress, and then we have the Six of Wands. Okay, so just a little bit more, but I will say, let me flesh out what I was saying. You know, these participants of your power structure, of your mass mobilization that's getting a lot of participants. These people are truly, they truly haven't been well. Okay, some of them have not been well, or you train these people very well. You train them, you know, with empathy. I don't know, y'all so cool. These could be people who work with people. Okay, they could be customer service people. They could be, you know what I'm saying, like something where these people really are looking for that empathy. These are people who really do want to see both sides of a situation. They do want to engender awareness. They do, because it helps them release, you know, their pain and shame, shadow attachments that would create the concept of separatism. This pile, they come around you to experience oneness. I also get, if this is a particular person, like I was getting mostly in the beginning of the reading, this person, they are motivated because they see you being successful now with the Six of Wands, right? They see that after they failed you, okay, ultimately you revolted, invented something new, got a victory and economic equality and fairness in a situation, broke down other existing situations that were previously getting empowered, and you didn't do it without, you did it without their help. They just fell into the void of conflict with people who were existing, and watching you be successful and shifting with this rapid and fundamental change, they see that they're literally motivated to keep throwing tantrums or something like that. They keep throwing tantrums because you're no longer receptive to them. I don't know, I think that just, you don't want it anymore. Okay, I think that you have empathy for this person, but you're not receptive to this person, and so they keep coming around you to try to undermine your feminine energy, but you're ultimately just not receptive. Okay, LOL. I think that, you know, you got closure because you are an invention, you were victorious in this change, and it may have been violent, it may have been rapid, it was very swift. It's like when you found out that they were a failure, that they were people pleasing, you shifted and turned the table so fast on this motherfucker. It was like the nerve of them to leave you marginalized or to leave you oppressed because they were people pleasing existing structures. Oh no, that's the last thing that you should be doing with PAL 2. PAL 2 waits for no one or nothing. And something that you did, inventive, you stood out in an eccentric way. It was rapid, violent, and fundamental in industrializing and having a mass participation. This is your reshaping of people's ideology is having an industrial effect. And it's a mass mobilization, and they just feel so small, like the people who couldn't see the greater vision, who couldn't see they couldn't evolve the people pleasing, they couldn't, you know, be successful in reaching the intended target, right? They might have had good intentions, but you were not receptive to their betrayal of people pleasing. Okay, you have your closure, and you are able to see both sides of the situation and not internalize the infidelity. Okay, they just were people who didn't, you know, who folded and couldn't, you know, I'm hearing something with, they weren't with you when you were shooting in the gym because they were looking at the power structure that was already existing, and you're something, especially some of you guys who did it, who were a technological invention, they definitely said that you couldn't do it. Okay, and so when you did it, they were motivated to come around for a reconciliation, but they see that they were not the empress to you anymore, that they were not, especially if this is the mother of your children or a previous partner, romantic partner that you had, that's a woman perhaps, or feminine energy. They see that you were not receptive to them anymore, and this made them feel very masculine as well. And so they just keep throwing emotional tantrums, watching you be successful, and that they can't be a part of the success because they were such a big betrayal. They didn't really believe in you. That's how you feel. Something like that. Okay, thank you so much, PAL 2. Let me know how this resonates, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And don't forget to shop Citrine and Cosmic Intelligence so we can keep our lights on and keep making this information accessible to all. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Hi, group 3. Last but not least, you chose the giraffe spirit energy. So I don't know, I just saw a picture of a heart. This person that is motivated by you, their hidden motivation is that they love you. Okay, this person may love you. Okay, but let's get some more information. What is this person's hidden motivation with you? Okay, we'll be pulling from the unseen realm, which is, and also the peaceful relations. Both of these are handmade decks. Research at Felicia Trees Tarot. Not perfect, not comprehensive, but getting us somewhere. Okay, hopefully, you know, we can turn it into the Grokkopedia where there is a comprehensive, database of all knowledge. Okay, LOL. Let's see, friends. Okay, what is this person's motivation about with you? Ooh, we have the moon. You definitely have a lot of emotions with this person. Okay, their motivation with you is definitely emotional. So this is, I feel like this is erring on the side of loyalty and status. Okay, their motivation for you guys could be that they want to, you know, because they love you. Okay, some of you, they don't even know. They were not expecting to love you. Okay, or they could have a love-hate relationship with you, but a lot of them, they're motivated by their love for you, and their instinctual, they have these instinctual responses of love for you. This is the reason why they're coming around. Okay, LOL. What was I gonna say? I forgot. I lost my train of thought. The motivation could be that they want to subconsciously move things forward. Okay, subconsciously move things forward from the peaceful relationships first. Okay, you know, what are these person's hidden motivations towards you? Okay, what are these person's hidden motivations towards you? Okay, let's see what's going on with this person. You know, even if this person loves you, some of them, they could not, I don't know if this is going to, you know, I don't know how well this is. Okay, LOL. This person, they have a big ego. Okay, he got a big ego. Yes, Mr. Big Stuff definitely got a big fucking ego. But I think that, okay, for self-esteem, yeah, I knew that was going to be a part of it too. They're always talking about how their self-esteem is so poor. LOL. So yeah, inferiority complex, that deep internal struggle, and then separation. Oh my god. Yes, and this separation is really painful. Okay. And this person is cheating if they're in separation. If you guys are in a romantic relationship, in separation, they are cheating. Okay. This is not somebody that you have a regular communication with. And it's because they have a poor self-esteem and an inferiority complex. Some of these people from the unseen realm, some of these people, they chose someone else, okay, and just leave them where they are. So let's get into it. What is this person's hidden motivations towards you? What is this person's hidden motivations towards you? What is this person's hidden motivations towards you? Pile 3. They came out in Pile 1. I love that card. Okay, wish fulfillment. What did I know? I know that this person is going to come in with a wish fulfillment. And then this one kind of want to come out on top. And since both of these cards are not filled out yet, don't even pretend that they're filled out. we're just gonna do it. We're gonna pretend that it's data there. All right. LOL. So, and then we have sleep paralysis. This person is not doing well with their physical health. I'm also getting that this person has an organ inferiority complex, and this has really molded their personality. So there's certain aspects that signal, you know certain aspects of a masculine who has an inferiority complex, especially if you guys are exotic dancers, or you are spicy accountants. You'll know a lot of men that have organ inferiority complexes will daydream about you a lot, but they might not be able to have a healthy relationship with you. Okay, some of them, they have a separation anxiety, and when you are away, they just keep feeling these different sensations around their organs or something like that. Okay, this person is, if you are in separation, some of them are really paralyzed, subconscious, like by something subconscious. These people, this person's name could start with the letter N or a letter J. This person, or this person is truly an organ inferiority complex. If you guys have been in a separation where there has not been any regular communication, you haven't been involved romantically or physically, this person is a organ inferiority complex, some of you guys, this is your twin flame, okay? And if you had this passionate moment with a twin flame, like maybe you did have a sexual union with this person and their organ inferiority complex, some of you guys have been in separation with this person for almost 5 years, but you will never forget this union that you have with this person. It's really because this person is truly unconscious. This union that you have with this person, some of you guys, you've known this poor person for just a brief moment, or there was something where you are this is a pen pal. This could be someone that you've never seen their face before. This could be like maybe this was a blind date or something like that. And when this person, I don't know, something where if you guys did have a physical union with this person was, I think that they're totally unconscious, okay? This person, if you might have had this romantic affair, if you did have a passionate, this was your twin flame, okay, we're gonna get on, I don't know, but anyway, I think that this person, and there was a quick separation or quick detachment. Maybe you were blocked in a situation. Maybe this person never responded. It is because this person truly have been, this person's personality is totally shaped by this inferiority complex that they have. They really were, their self-esteem is so bad, they cannot keep a regular communication with you. So you need to, some of them, they might have even started committing crimes against you because their own inferiority complex was so bad. And they have not been wanting to admit the truth about their inferiority complex. Something about you triggers this pain and shame, okay? Some of you guys are just taking a break. But for others, this person, if they went back to their ex, it's because of their inferiority complex that they don't want to admit. Like some of these people, they have been refusing to admit the truth that they feel inferior. And this is a disturbed psyche that they've had, where they've been motivated, they've had a behavior around you, may have even been committing crimes, you know, against you, but they haven't been, and it's because they've had this overwhelming emotions about their inferiority complex. And with the moon, these people truly do not want to admit the fact that you have triggered their inferiority complex, and they may have been subversive, committing crimes overseas or something like that, or just not been able to be romantically or physically involved with you in a regular communication because they're so inferior, and they keep making it like, oh, it's my ex that I really want, but it was really like that ex is really just like your coping mechanism, your beard, or a way for you to disguise an organ inferiority complex. These people really will hide from you. So this separation is them hiding, you know, this major like vantage point of themselves from you. They don't want you to be able to, because the more you see them physically or the more you communicate with them regularly, the more you'll be able to see how they have been motivated. Some of you guys did discern this person's motivation. Maybe you called them out about certain things. I also feel like just the fact that maybe if there was like this clash in personality that couldn't be explained, it was really because this person had, you know, this inferiority complex was triggered from their subconscious, and they had this instinctual response to return to their ex, or to go into separation, or to go cheat or something like that. And it was really because they were overwhelmed by emotions of their own poor self-image driven by their own inferiority complex. This person is like, they don't want to admit this. This is like, that's very egoic, okay? That's very, very egoic. It's that they don't want to admit the fact that this is their organ that they feel inferior about, or it's just been something that has been subconscious in their experience with you, and you may have called it out, okay? You may have helped them understand that your personality that has been molded by your inferiority complex. The reason why you're having a clash or conflict here is because your personality has been molded by this inferiority complex, and that's what makes, like, they really just, this is the projection issue as well. It's because a lot of them will, they will conflict with you about anything. And these are like, you'll feel like it's major clashes in your personality or something like that. But it's really this person's subconscious inferiority complex, why they can't hold a regular communication, okay? Their instinctual responses to something that you're doing or saying that makes them feel, that triggers that inferiority, but this is something in their subconscious that they don't want to, that it's trying to come to their consciousness, but their ego is trying to protect them from this painful truth, okay? And this has been something that's really molded their personality, and so this could be very destabilizing to have a relationship with you, okay? Some of you guys are on a break, but for others, you know, if they're on a break with you, it's because they really need to go shift their personality with this, you know, of this complex that they've had. Some of these people, especially if the sleep paralysis comes out, some of these people could be having erectile dysfunction or some type of sexual dysfunction. If this is an inferiority complex and organs, this could be some other kind of deformity that they have, dysfunction, disorder that they have that makes them feel inferior, or aspect of their personality that makes them feel inferior, their sexuality that makes them feel inferior, okay? Or something traumatizing that happened to them that they have deeply repressed. So we have empathy, yeah. I think that, you know, their motivation with you is that you definitely can see why they could be struggling to have, you know, to be in union with you, because their personality is so shaped by this poor self-esteem and inferiority complex. It'll feel like everything's a problem, okay? It'll feel like everything's a problem. There's no cure for a person who is, you know, a lot of them, you know, there's no cure for their problem, for one. And for others, this person is just like, for those who don't, you know, because this inferiority complex is just their state of existence, they act on their instincts instead of a, you know, from a place where they're not truly, like, their instinctual response with separation, okay, or distance or break, because they need to go have empathy. They need to go find empathy, okay? I think that for some of you guys, this will be a wish fulfillment with this person, but some of them, they were asleep on you at first, and they were trying to act like, you know, they were trying to act like it was something wrong with you. They were trying to act like it was a conflict with you, and this is the defensiveness and the projection issue that they're having, is they'll try to act like it's something wrong with you, or they might even try to body type you, or they might even do things to try to hurt your self-esteem, but it's really because they're the ones feeling inferior, and it's, you know, they keep making a problem with you and getting mad at you, but their psyche is trying to help them understand this underlying unconscious drive that's a product of their poor self-esteem and their own complex. And you're like, look, I know what's motivating you to do this, okay? Something they can't hide from you, friend. You know what's motivating this person's, and you understand this person's subconscious, and that's what makes you a siren, is because you were able to understand this person's underlying drives that were motivating their instinctual response to go into separation. It's like you're not doing anything wrong to them. You actually, some of you guys, actually, this person is your wish fulfillment. Even with an inferiority complex, you're like, this person, you are my romantic and physical wish fulfillment. And even if they have a, you know, they have an organ inferiority complex, you are still like, you're not like, that's not what's motivating your attraction to them. And so they are, because you guys have empathy in a situation, I do feel like you will have wish fulfillment with this person, but I think that they need to first make a big adjustment to their personality and stop identifying with this inferiority complex in ways that they didn't even know that they were identifying with, that was making them have a poor self-image and project onto you, okay? LOL. I think that's really beautiful, actually. So tell me about Tell me about pile 3. You know, what is this person's hidden motivation towards you? I think that you are helping this person resolve, like, you know, something that they have been doing instinctually with you. And this has really been their, like, they haven't been aware of how this has been like what they have been doing to overcompensate. It could have even been cheating. It could have even been abusing you in a way. Some of them, they do gaslight you. Okay, they gaslight you, and they will try to, and this creates periods of disappointment and hardship in a relationship. I hate it when they do that. Okay, but anyway, but yes, a lot of them, because that's their overcompensation and gaslighting, to try to make you question your senses, like your sense of security, because they're the ones that's really unstable around this relationship with you. It's like when you guys are having a regular communication, their subconscious, like, or instinctual response is like motivated by their subconsciousness, and have not been totally, like, their ego have not been letting them hold themselves accountable for their own complex. Okay, and I think something that you're doing is helping them understand that your behavior is not actually a conflict with me. It's like your behavior is conflicting with me. Like, you're conflicting this, like, behavioral health issue where there's like a big conflict with you, and you're not doing anything. You're like an angel or a saint, and they just keep making you the problem because you're something that you're doing, saying, or how you look in a way could be triggering their inferiority complex. But it's really like this person's whole personality has been shaped by this before they even knew you. And so coming around you with this inferior complex personality is draining. Or some of them, they tried to act like they would sleep on you. They tried to act like you weren't good enough. They tried to like empower your copycat or something like that, because it was really like an inferiority complex or something like that. Some of them, they were not trying to admit the fact that you were the shit. Okay, and you're like, well, I just know it's because you feel inferior. Okay, LOL. And it's clear that all those other options are also inferior too. So what has been driving you to do that? Okay, or something like that. Tell me about this. What's driving this person's, yeah, the 7 of Swords reversed. The hell is you talking about? You can't get nothing past pile 3, Queen of Cups. Super empathetic, and I think that this person is definitely the one for you. I feel like some of y'all, this person has a big inferiority complex, and you just love their dirty draws, friends. Some of you guys really love this person, and they really love you too, but they've been hiding this pain and shame, you know, some type of inferiority complex that they have, where this person has really truly haven't been able to, you guys have been in separation, and it's because they haven't been wanting to use their heart in a matter, and they know that, I don't know, something where they need to, it's either they hide this from you and maintain, like, something where this separation, you have discerned why they have been in separation. They didn't want you to know the truth as to why they've been in separation, or why they've been on a break, or why they've been in emotional withdrawal. It's because they've had this unconscious inferiority complex. Okay, trying to act like, you know, they didn't want to talk to you, trying to act like they were not romantically or physically involved with you, and some of them, quite literally, they truly, in their consciousness, they literally could not include you in their consciousness because of this complex that has been driving their personality, and this big projection and defensiveness have created this separation. Their projection of their complex is why they can't regularly communicate. A lot of you, they're motivated by the potential of the relationship, of potential of wish fulfillment in the relationship, after you've helped this person bring some kind of emotional distress from their subconsciousness into their consciousness, and help them in I'm hearing something where you turn around and let them know, like, look, you're the one. Okay, whatever complex that you've been having about your inferiors, inferiorities and insecurities, go ahead and get over it, friend, because I don't care. Something like that, something where it's like this person is literally your wish fulfillment, and they're like, oh, but I'm not good enough, or something like that, like, or I'm not good enough, or what about your big butt, or what about, you know, all those, you know, big D's that you have in the past, and what about your ex, and what about where you come from, and what about what you're used to, and what about this, and what about that. You're like, look, you're literally everything I've ever wanted. Don't. And some of them, their organ is fine. Some of them some of their organ is fine. It's just that their personality keep clashing because of their own like their complex with you. You trigger their complex even, okay? Some of you guys trigger their complex, and they were hiding that as well, okay? So but I think that for a lot of you guys, though, this person does get left behind. They're sleeping unconscious. They can't have, you know, this person is not the one. I think that you see the potential in the relationship, but this person, because their organ is so inferior, or they have such an inferior complex, they will project their strong emotions into something that's less intimidating, like plastic surgery, or something that, some other type of body type that doesn't, you know, where that's not as intimidating, or something like that. They kept trying to act like their ex was the one, or they kept trying to act like they preferred their ex, but you let them, like, something where they came around. I don't know why this could be, I don't know, take it how it resonates, but I think that some of them come around because you could be openly speaking about their inferiority complex. But for others, I think that they just, you know, you can let go of the burden of this situation, because a lot of it, they made it about your butt. Some of them, they just did not want you to know that their organ was inferior. So if you guys never made it to sex, it was because they didn't want you to know that the organ was inferior. Some of them were really conflicting behind the scenes, and they didn't want you to know that, you know, they were making up all these different excuses as to why they couldn't cooperate or have peaceful harmony. And it was really because subconsciously this complex was, like, out of control, okay? But I think that you and this person do experience a breakup, and you do leave this person behind. Or this person is, like I said, they're totally unconscious and not wanting to admit big truths, where their subconscious has been signaling to them that they're out of depth and out of the sorts and heading for a fall. These people are totally disconnected and projecting their inferiority complexes onto you, okay? They're coming around you because you motivate them and engender a social awareness. And this may even be, you might even be able to resolve a conflict peacefully, and have wish fulfillment. But for others, this person gets left behind, okay? That's what I feel, friend. I know this is really disappointing, because some of you guys, you love this person, but they have not been, they have, their anger and frustration is out of control, because they don't want to admit that their motivation for committing crime against you, or their motivation for not helping you, or their motivation for, like, they're literally sitting there stalking you and trying to act like you're not the shit, like, but like and they'll try to act like something else is what they want, or some X is what they want, or some less favorable thing is what they want, and you're just like, you're evolving too slow, or you can't keep up, then that must mean you're not the one, right? Something like that. Pile 3, I think that their motivation to come around you is to have a power struggle with you, because they feel inferior. They cannot be involved with you physically or romantically, but subconsciously you are disturbing them, okay? Or you're triggering that self-esteem issue, or you're overwhelming them with emotions, so they can't, they don't want you to see that they feel so not good enough, okay? They don't want you to see that, so that's why they got left behind. That's what I'm saying, Pile 3. Let me know how this resonates, and I'll see you guys in the next one.